Good evening and welcome back to Paisa Bolta hai. Today I thought I'll talk about the curious case of Vodafone Idea, which was formed by the merger of two companies, Vodafone and Idea. All this happened when Jio entered and the adjusted gross settlement case went against the telecos. The adjusted gross revenue is basically the amount of money that these companies had to pay as royalty. The companies went to DOT and said, you please give us a proper definition, only then they will pay. And they stopped paying the AGR, thinking they can play for time. Airtel, Hutch, and Idea refused to pay AGR duties. This dispute was on the definition. And when the definition came, they approached the Telecom Dispute Settlement and the Appellate Tribunal. The Appellate Tribunal gave its verdict in 2015 and said that rent, dividends, and proceeds from other sale of assets will not be part of the AGR calculation. It was the right decision. However, as usual, the central government was greedy for more revenue and decided to go to the Supreme Court. And this killed the sector. Here is where favoritism comes. A new entrant who is very close to the ruling party also made a new fresh start and therefore did not have to pay the AGR. The Supreme Court verdict said the DOT's definition to include non-telecom revenues was right and the companies had to pay the AGR and they also had to pay interest on the amount due. This meant the total AGR that the company had to pay was 58,254 crores. This nearly sank the company, which the company already had a lot of debt. Just before this decision, Idea and Vodafone had merged to form India's third largest player. Before that, they were two separate companies. And also, by then, Reliance Communication of Anil Ambani had gone bankrupt. The government realized that it would be accused of supporting a duopoly by allowing only two players. One is Airtel and the other is the friend I talked about, Jio, to survive. So the government said that the interest amount could be paid as equity. One of the companies that went out was Tata Tele. Tata Tele settled the entire amount as cash, handed over the existing customers to Airtel and vacated the space. Vodafone Idea knew that it was no way profitable in this business because they had to pay fresh money to join the 5G services. And so they have not rolled out 5G across India and there is no capital. Since the government wanted to accept equity in lieu of interest, the government got 33.1% of Idea's stake. A lot of people bought Idea thinking that the stock would bounce back. But neither two partners, Vodafone or Idea, are interested in infusing capital. They may talk so several times, but Vodafone has reduced its return of the entire investment it has made in Vodafone India. And the Idea's promoter, Kumar Mangalam, left the company and decided that he would not remain a director. This meant that tomorrow, if there was a default, he was not on the hook. Banks refused to give more money because they wanted Kumar Mangalam to come back as the promoter director. Under the pressure of bank, Kumar Mangalam came back as a director. For the last 1 year, we have been hearing about cases that the company is going to raise money and that money would be used for rolling out 5G and building infrastructure. The company desperately needs 20,000 crores worth of capital. They have no 5G. Jio and Airtel will have 81% or more than 80% of the market share and delayed rate hikes because you don't have the quality. And the fourth player is BSNL, which is being systematically dismantled by the government. Vodafone's share is today 17% and declining. Airtel is growing in deep roots into rural areas where Jio is attacking the urban market and 41% of its market is coming from urban areas. Both are eating Vodafone Idea's profits. The claim that they need to borrow money to survive is ludicrous. Both Vodafone, the parent, and Birla have plenty of money. In fact, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla has said he is going to invest 5,000 crores to set up a jewelry chain. He is talking about investing more than 10,000 crores in the parent company to create Grasim. So if he has 15 to 20,000 spare change lying around, which he wants to use for starting new businesses, what is stopping him from raising and putting 15-20,000 crores into Vodafone Idea? He is not doing so because most of the money Vodafone Idea makes will be paid as interest to existing loans. The commodity nature of the services means that Kumar Mangalam Birla, with that millstone of debt around his neck, will not be in a position to make make profits. Jio and Airtel will enter into a price competition and kill Vodafone Idea. So actually, the amount of money Vodafone Idea will be much higher than 20,000 crores because they need to wipe out a portion of the debt so that the interest cost will come down and the investment is much higher than 20,000 crores. Both Vodafone and Kumar Mangalam Birla have the resources to bring the money to the table, but they don't want to invest because the returns will not justify it. Investments in other businesses will be profitable. They are hoping somehow that the balance shares can also be transferred to the government and government left holding with the can. This government has already budged by accepting 33% as equity. The government, in its fair senses, should have demanded cash from Vodafone Idea. To keep Kumar Mangalam Birla happy, the government has given him the Padma Bhushan. Because if Kumar Mangalam Birla drops the can, we are going to have a more than 1 lakh crore bad debt problem. But Kumar Mangalam Birla himself is very upset because to be a friend of the government has managed to get away with easy licensing policy, and since he entered late, does not have to pay AGR and therefore is more competitive. And Vodafone Idea is forced to fight this battle with two hands tied around the back. This is not going to happen, and therefore the only question is when Vodafone Idea will meet its death. Thank you for watching पैसा बोलता है. आपने इस पॉडकास्ट में आए, इस पॉडकास्ट को सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ. Please subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notification, like the video and write your comment. If you have done all of the above, kindly send this video to your friends and relatives and ask them to take a look. Once again, I thank you for your support for Paisa Bolta Hai. Welcome back to Be Rich. I am in Tokyo on work on the 5th of August 2023. I have a lot of following in Japan, Tokyo. Those who want to meet me in Tokyo on 5th August, kindly drop me an email on the address given below or contact us on WhatsApp there. My team would get in touch with you and facilitate the meeting. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich.